I spent this morning watching a alternative models who I really admire's video about not shopping anymore, and I wanted to give my 2 cents on that. To go back to the beginning. I'm sorry, that's my dog masturbating. I'm not even kidding you. To go back to the beginning, and this is something I've thought about saying for a while, and usually when you say shit like this, people either want to use it against you, or they don't, they act like it's not a real thing. But I have bipolar disorder. I've had it since I was a kid, probably, and when I'm in a manic state, I tend to shop, and it had really become a problem. I bought stuff from cheap Chinese places, and yeah, H&M and things like that. Some thrift stuff, which I should be doing more of, or should have, and as a person who sews, I should know better, because I know the conditions where these things come from, and I know that mass consumption is absolutely ridiculous. So I decided that I wasn't going to shop for a year. I could, if something was broken, I could replace it. And that just ended. I bought 2 skirts and some underwear, and I felt really, really, really bad about it. Like, really bad. But I bought winter shoes and a new cover because it's really cold in here. Sorry about the mess in my apartment, by the way. And then I bought just this things to replace other things, Run out of shampoo, bought shampoo, things like that. Things that you really need. Bought 2 pairs of shoes for, modeling stuff, things that you actually need. But apart from that, I can't really say that I've bought anything. And it's been really, really good for me. Because, aren't you done yet? Ew. Because, it just has worked. I work part-time apart from modeling, and my income is really little, and I live by myself because I need it, because I'm crazy. And so it's been easier for me to be able to live like this with my tiny budget, not shopping, of course, duh. And so I can't say that there's been a ton of money over at all, because I haven't been able to save any, because there have been several big things this year, not gonna lie. But I don't have to sort of fight all the time, and sometimes I can go out and have a few beers with my friends, not often, which I feel bad about also, because I feel like I'm dependent on people. But to Sweden with KTB Visuals, who's probably actually sort of my best friend, and we had a blast. But getting back to the clothing, is what inspired that mostly was, apart from sort of my own healing process and getting over, it's never gonna happen, but working with my bipolar disorder, was this book. And it's in Finnish. Sorry. Hyvän, Mielen, Vaatekaappi, and it exactly says that if you buy something, then you shouldn't buy extra things, and like where things come from and stuff like that. And it's really worrying, seriously. And the amount of just trash that the textile industry makes a year, I knew about that, but it's just horrifying. And I have friends who, every time they go out, they buy like a new shirt, which is expensive, bad for the environment, and what's the point? You're never gonna wear it again. What are you gonna do after that? Okay, I have certain friends who take it and sell it at flea markets and thrift stores and stuff, which is a really good idea. But usually, like in the old days, when you bought a item of clothing, you used it until it was broken and there was nothing you could do about it anymore. And so shameless Star Wars stuff. And then you had to get a new one, and then you had things bespoke or sort of like custom made to your measures, and people would use those clothes for years and years and years and have them patched and stuff, and now we throw things away, you know, and it's worrying. And so when I stopped shopping, it sort of changed my life. I have 4 bags of clothing in my bedroom. I might show you. It's a fucking mess, though, I tell you. That I'm gonna throw away, or that I have to, you know, have Goodwill come get, or that I'm selling, because I've cut almost everything out of my closet. Like, if I don't wear it, it's gone. If I don't wear it in X amount of time, it's gone. There's no point in me saving it. Oh, hi. You wanna come sit in my lap? Yeah. Hi. Sorry. I have company. So, there's been no point in holding on to certain things. And then I've started wearing other things, hey, that I haven't worn before, that I've just had in there. Ow. And yeah, seasonal clothes, I put those away. I'm not good at summer dressing because I seriously don't know what to wear. And so I put those away, but then life has gotten so much easier. Now that my thing ended, I went and bought a skirt that needs to be fixed. Like, it's not very well fitting. I'm wearing a sweater dress that shows off my back tattoo. And, yeah, I need to fix those, but those are things I know I'm going to wear for a long time. And when I bought them, I did feel pretty bad when I left the store, and I was like, I sort of don't need these, or I actually do not need these, but I'm buying them because I feel like I want them. But I know there are things that I'm going to use, but I shouldn't have bought them from where I bought them from either, which is a chain store that sells stuff like that. Don't drink my coffee. And so I would like for you to acknowledge, before you buy something, look in your closet if you have the same thing from before. If you can't sew, watch some tutorials, take it to a friend who can. It might be a little more expensive, but it's worth it. Instead of you buying 5 €3 shirts, you can pay €9 and have that 10 euro shirt for X amount of time. I'm bad at maths. Don't pressure me. And then think about where the materials come from. They might be ethical. Or the clothing can say it's ethical, but think about where the thread comes from, where the decorations come from, because they're not always ethically made or sustainable, and usually they're polyester. So if you try to dye something, like my little black dress with the pink buttons, yeah, that was pink, and I dyed it, and the seams are still pink, but it was sort of cool. But think about things like that and educate yourself. In this monstrosity of a book, Sustainable Fashion Handbook by Sandy Black, it has all of these things, and it covers a lot, and it's got big pretty pictures, and I really recommend reading it. Like, it is a monster of a book, and I don't think I paid that much for it, but it has an insight on fashion and how fashion works and how designing works and how it works with ethics and the business world, sort of, and it's really interesting. So, you know, before you shop, consider your options, because, you know, we only live once, and this planet, we've used up everything. We use up things faster and faster and faster. Like, each year the quota gets smaller and smaller, and, you know, it's not going to be, we can't live like this. We can't keep living like this. So instead of doing that, being, you know, be part of the solution. And people always say, you know, whatever, it's a small thing and it's not gonna help at all. Yeah, it does. It starts with you, and then it's your friend, and then it's your friend's friend, and then it's your mom, and then it's your uncle, and then it's, you know, it's the way it goes. So please think about it before you shop. And I will link the video below and post this on my page. And I keep saying I'm going to make more videos, and then I never do because I have bad lighting and my place is a mess, and I babble, if you didn't notice. So I think I'm gonna get into that more. If there's something you wanna hear about or see, please drop me a line, and stay civil. You don't need to get on my back about the bipolar disorder. I deal with it myself every day. If you do have bipolar disorder or any mental health issues, get in touch with How Am I Feeling HAIF. They're on Instagram. They have their own webpage. They are on Facebook. I'll link them also. I have worked with them before, and they're just an amazing collective, and it's a really good way to get an outlet and to see what people do with their mental disorders. And I'll probably get back with that also in mental health month, but that's a ways away. So thank you. Goodbye. I'm off. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Bye.